Earlier this month, I attended the Prosper Show in Las Vegas alongside the Jungle Scout team. It's the largest Amazon seller event held annually where sellers come together to network, connect, and learn what's happening in the industry and how to make their businesses more profitable. We spoke to a lot of sellers to find out what their common pain points are and what they're doing to combat these challenges. Here's what we found. The first challenge we kept hearing about from sellers was inventory management. Often the two major profit killers are losing sales by going out of stock and accruing costly storage fees from overstocking. This is clearly a top concern for sellers, and it doesn't help that Amazon continues increasing their fees. So how are sellers adjusting this year? Well, to avoid going out of stock, sellers are aiming to maintain around 60 days of supply to cover expected sales volume. They're also aiming to reduce excess inventory by running more promotions, increasing ad spend, and basically doing everything possible to increase their sell-through rate. And this part is key because this is the main metric that Amazon uses to determine how much inventory you can send in. If you have a high sell-through rate, you should be able to effectively send in enough inventory to remain in stock for at least 60 days or even longer. To execute this strategy, sellers are relying on inventory management softwares like Jungle Scout to accurately calculate their inventory needs. By alerting them when it's time to reorder more inventory, a reliable inventory management system is what sellers are using to stay ahead of their competitors and avoid going out of stock. This is more important than ever in 2023. Now, the other headache that sellers had was where to store all of their inventory. With Amazon implementing a new FBA capacity management system, it's becoming more important for sellers to consider outside alternatives for storing their inventory, such as 3PL storage or even Amazon's own AWD service, which acts very similar to a 3PL. This is becoming more and more important. A lot of sellers that we were speaking to are relying more on these options. So what this results in, however, is this more increased complexity of business operations, as well as additional shipping costs going from one storage solution into another or into Amazon. So again, another reason why sellers are leaning on inventory management systems to help keep track of everything. The next big challenge that sellers are facing is listing optimization, or specifically the time that it takes to optimize listings throughout the year is just a major pain point for sellers. To keep up with the ever-changing search trends, it's really important to frequently optimize your listings at least a few times each year. However, especially if you have a ton of product variations, this can be a really tedious task that could take hours and hours or even days to complete, which is probably why sellers are not doing it as frequently as they should be. A lot of sellers we spoke to admitted this. Now, because of this, we're now starting to see more sellers leverage artificial intelligence to help speed up this process. There are plenty of tools out there, one of which is our new AI Assist feature, which takes your top Amazon keywords and automatically generates listing content in just one click. It helps you with about 80% of the work, making it much easier for you to come in and edit the results as needed. So, if this is a problem for you as well, then I'll put a link down in the description where you can see if AI Assist is a good fit for your business. The next biggest challenge sellers are facing is around managing their finances. I feel like I've heard this one over and over across the years. To sell on Amazon, there are so many expenses such as costs of goods sold, operating costs, storage fees, and advertising costs. Now, keeping track of all of these expenses can be pretty overwhelming, especially for new sellers who may not have experience managing a business. But we're starting to see more Amazon sellers staying organized by relying on systems to automatically track all of their expenses. There are a variety of tools and software options out there that can help you with this. Some popular options, just to name a few, include QuickBooks, Xero, and even Jungle Scout's Sales Analytics. With these types of tools, you can more easily identify areas where certain costs need to be cut in order to increase your profits. And this is exactly what sellers told us they're focused on this year, identifying where all their costs are coming from and creating a plan of attack to lower those costs over time. The next challenge we heard about was competitor analysis, which sellers were saying was more important as they've noticed more competition on Amazon. There are several factors to consider when analyzing competitors on Amazon. First and foremost, sellers are looking at product pricing. By analyzing competitor pricing, sellers can determine if their own pricing is competitive and then just adjust accordingly. In addition to pricing, ranking, sellers are also analyzing their competitors' product listings. This includes analyzing product descriptions, images, and keywords. By analyzing these elements, sellers are identifying areas where they can improve their own product listings to better compete with their top competitors. Another important aspect of competitor analysis is monitoring competitor reviews. By looking at competitor reviews, sellers are gaining insights into what customers like and don't like about their competitors' products. This information can then be used to improve their own products and customer experience. Fortunately, there are a variety of tools and software options out there to help sellers with competitor analysis. Jungle Scout, for example, offers a suite of tools that can help sellers with everything from product research to competitor analysis. And specifically, the extension is what many sellers are using to better understand their competitors' historical sales, reviews, price, and a whole bunch of other metrics. But if you're looking to outrank and gain an edge over your competitors, in this next video, we outline a simple 3-step process to improve your keyword rankings and rank on page 1. Make sure to check it out to see how you can optimize your SEO strategy and take over the competition. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.